Like his mate Russell Crowe in Gladiator, Mark Carroll's always up for a battle.
Taken by Mendy. Oh, Carroll, let's go with 3 right hands.
There was no mateship back then. That's what my pet hates these days. These guys, they shake hands after the game, then they want to go and talk to someone who's supposed to be your enemy.
Carroll on the rampage. Met by the young Dragons and put down.
Sometimes I look at those runs I used to do on the collisions I went through, which is part of my makeup, Lisa.
Over 12 years, Spudd racked up more than 200 league games, including 3 grand finals, 7 State of Origin appearances and 12 caps for Australia, including a World Cup win. You say that you were a fair player on the field, but you did have a few tricks when it came to the blood bid.
I'm way against drugs in sport, but sometimes you have to do what you have to do for your side. And back then, any sign of blood, you got a free interchange.
It was called Union's biggest scandal. Players given blood capsules to feign injury at an opportune moment.
Well, that's obvious blood.
But back in 1995's League World Cup final, Spudd took it to another level, removing stitches in the dressing room.
The doctor wouldn't do it, said, mate, give me a scalpel. I took the scalpel nick. So to get it going, I had to give it a shake. Next thing, the blood came out. Anyway, I got put in the blood bin. I did that for the game.
Look at that eye of Mark Carroll.
We won the World Cup. I'm a World Cup champion. And I remember I had to go and get some plastic surgery on my eye, Lisa, and the surgeon looked down at this eye and he goes, mate, I've never seen a cleaner cut. And I said to him, mate, you don't want to know.
Well, Carroll and Harrigan.
What was it between you and Paul Harrigan? Talk me through that one.
There was hatred. There was no mateship there, I guarantee you. We had some crazy collisions.
Oh! Harrigan has gone after Carroll.
He got me some good times. I got him a couple of good times.
Well, Harrigan set himself like a missile, and he zeroed in on Mark Carroll.
We've been both brought up. Never show your hurt, always get up, which we did that. And it was a badge of honour not to go off.
The tackles come off the worst from where.
Do you think you should have been allowed to play on some of those occasions? And should your opponents have been allowed to play on?
No way. Not now. I feel sorry for the era before me. You look at some of the old footage of the 70s and then the 80s. Oh, my God.
In 2019, autopsies on 2 former league players discovered a degenerative brain disease, chronic traumatic encephalopathy, the first former NRL players known to have suffered from CTE. Have you been assessed for CTE?
Yes, I have. I've had 1 session and I'm looking to get another one very soon. Am I worried? Of course I'm worried. Thank God they've actually started to look after the players. It's quite incredible what they've got. If they see a guy wobble, they take him off straight away. Back then, all we did was smelling salts. Bang, you're back in the play.
In your book, you open up, Mark, on the fact that you're going to donate your brain to science. Why is that?
Well, firstly, I can't do anything with it when I'm downstairs.
Oh, you're going to be downstairs?
No, in the grave. But as I said, I can't do anything with it. And if they can learn something from myself, especially the way I played, the amount of concussions I did have, I'll give it to the good people and they can have a crack.
For now, that brain holds a lifetime of memories, from modest beginnings in Sydney's western suburbs to triumphs on the footy field and finding himself in Hollywood of all places.
Well, I was fortunate enough in 1999 to meet the great Russell Crowe. Before a game, we exchanged numbers and just took off from there.
Russell recruited Carroll to be his bodyguard.
I was just walking down the street scaring people with my eyes. I'm not going to touch anyone. He's big enough to look after himself, but I was very fortunate enough to go and do a movie with him, Lisa.
Russell played legendary boxer James Braddock in the 2005 biopic Cinderella Man.
James Braddock!
But it was Mark who really looked the part.
I was sitting around and people were walking past and there's these old photos of what they call James Braddock and I bloody looked like him. And then they said the first day, go in there to the makeup and they made my nose, see how bent it is? I wasn't bent. And they also made my ear, which is what they call cauliflower ear. And every day Russell had to have these ears and my nose put on every day.
Working with Russell opened doors to the rich and famous.
Ron Howard was the director, Renee Zellweger, Paul Giamatti. I know I'm throwing some names here, but I've actually met these people. I can't believe it. I had 6 months living with these guys and had a fantastic time and memories to last forever.
Renee Zellweger was particularly grateful for his work as her minder.
And I walked into my room, guess what? There was 2 Louis Vuitton bags in there.
For you?
Yeah, and a nice ladder to say, fantastic time. So every time I wear it, always think of Renee. So she was exceptional.
Carroll's leading lady, however, is Monique, a former cheerleader. She's been at his side through thick and win. When you two first met, she didn't want to have a bar of you until you were wearing a dress.
I know, it's quite incredible, isn't it? I was on a fair start, the fun ship, we used to call it. And I was there with 10 of my best mates, and I was dressed in a can-can outfit. So I had a little skirt on, top, I had balloons stuck downstairs here, had lipstick on. I sat down next to her, I said, geez, you're a good sort. Where are you from? She goes, Canley Vale. And I was at Greystanes. I said, that's not far away, I'm going to take you out. And anyway, we've been going out ever since, married 26 years, and we've got 2 fantastic kids, Joshua and Indiana, and my wife, mate, she's my rock. She's absolutely beautiful. I'm proud of my kids. Yes, I'm an emotional person. I cry even watching The Voice. I cry watching people sing.
Wrong network.
That's my makeup. I might look tough on the exterior, but inside, yes, I am a soft one.
These days, you'll find Carroll putting all that hard-hitting energy into his Sydney gym. And he has Russell Crowe to thank for it.
He goes, mate, I've seen you work on set with 150 people a day. I think you should open up your own gym. I went, what? It's going to be called Spuds. And he drew Spuds. And this is still the font that Russell picked 16 years ago. And every year I send him an email to say, mate, thank you for your vision.
OK, final question.
Yes.
What's the one question that you hoped I wouldn't ask, Mark?
Maybe the one, do you ever watch rugby union? Because guess what? I don't.
Mark, congratulations on the book. It's a fantastic read. You've lived an extraordinary life, and thanks so much for sharing it all.
There it is, guys. Go and get it. Father's Day's coming up.
Mate, he's got the plug down pat. You don't know.
I know, I've got it as well. I almost don't even need to do this. But Mark's book, Spudd, the Mark Carroll story, is available to purchase now. You can see I'm hiding my COVID nails there.